I know for the Africans #1 YouTube channel. Welcome to the studio. All of the week, it as if I've been silent, but no, I'm actually not silent. I'm looking at the spot and where to hit. But let's go to Ghana's parliament. Honorable Markins Afenyo. Again, for me, I remember those days when we were in school, we used to write the names of talkatives. But for this guy, names of talkative in class, I'm very sure that Markins Afenyo is the #1 talkative in his class than when he was in school. Because in parliament today, he's the most talked. Maybe because he's the leader of the micro minority leaders. I'm not the one who said micro minority. It's General Mosquito who said so, the NDC secretary. Let's go and watch a brief of what Markins Afenyo is doing again in parliament about His Excellency John Dramani Mahama's increment, 10% salary increment for public health, for public sector workers. What he said, his comment. And when we are back, we'll digress into the matters, we'll go into the matters. And let's dialogue. But I want you to share your opinion, share your views. Do not attack anybody here. We bring you meaning to the things you should understand, and we make you understand the things you don't actually have meaning to. Remember, your subscription, your hitting of the notification bell icon, and your likes will help us to be recommended to many more people to make this community a great one. And I know you will do that. That's what Markins Afenyo's video.
In 2017, public sector workers enjoyed 12.5% increment, 2018 11%, 2020 15%, 2021 there was a 4% plus interim premium of 15%, 2022 there was 15% COLA on base salary, 2023 30%, 2024 23% between January and June, and then July to December was 25%. We have just had a paltry increment of 10%. The leader of government business must take note of this and inform His Excellency the President that these are the numbers he came to meet. The ordinary Ghanaian worker has a higher expectation in this 133 24-hour research economy. They have a legitimate expectation that President Mahama will do, if he cannot match it, he should do better. Mr. Speaker, the 10% is unacceptable.
So, these are the things Markins Afenyo have said about the 10% increment. He said in 2017, the public sector workers enjoyed 12.5% on their salary. And 2018, they enjoyed 11%. 2019, he did not quote anything and jumped to 2020 and said they enjoyed 15%. 2021, they enjoyed 4% plus an interim premium of 15%. And 2022, he said they enjoyed 15% COLA on base salary. And 2023, he mentioned 30% to 2024. And it says that between 2024 January to June, 25%, and from July to December, 25%. I mean, for me, these things that he has said and quote and mentioned all those figures, it's crazy. Why do I say so? You will see that they have done more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 increments on salary within the shortest period. Especially, I took key note of what he said. From 2023, they enjoy 30% good percent on their salary increment for public sector workers. And he said between January to June, another 25% increment. So from July to December, another 25%. I mean, if you are watching and you have details to this, I want you to comment under the comment section. Give me a bit. I'll do a check and I'll bring a review of a video on that. But I mean, you increase salary from January to June. And the next month to the June month, which is July, to December, another increment. But I know that it's either this increment is in September, it's in November, or December specifically. You see, these politicians, they like to play mind game with us. Let's do the math here. A little bit of math. If 10% of 10,000 Ghana cedis is put aside, it's bigger than the 10% of 100 Ghana cedis. Or 10% of $1,000 is bigger than the 10% of $100 or $10. So maybe all the years of increment that the NPP government have made already, which today, according to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, he says that we have to be honest to Ghanaians. We have to be truthful to Ghanaians. They need to see the reality on ground so that they can come into help for us to make or to reset the economy.
Show Ghanaians what the real state of the nation is. And I believe that we must bring honesty in leadership and tell Ghanaians what the real situation is. I think that if Ghanaians understand what the situation is, they are willing to make the sacrifices to make things better for everybody.
So he said that due to these things, and if it's true, then probably we're going to run into financial debts and a whole lot of financial crisis. Why? Because I even remember there was a time ago, it was declared. Then Ken Oforiatta, formerly fugitive, now free man, said once, he said on Joy News, I actually watched, he said that there is no, if the government does not take care, if we don't go to IMF, there will not be enough money to pay salary workers. Which means during their time, the economy has really faced challenges and crises. Yes, we know the COVID-19 pandemic has hit the entire world. But the level of financial help and support that Ghana as a country has received from foreign aid, and especially the World Health Organization, the monies that have been channeled through the World Health Organization, that these people enjoy during this era with inflated figures, which is not accurate and actual regarding the challenges we have in the market. It was crazy during the COVID time. As we know recently, President Donald Trump is actually looking into all those matters as there have been mismanagement and misappropriation of funds. But Markins Afenyo today, according to the current government during the transition, they mentioned that the financial situation of this country is in a terrible state. We know when the NDC came into power, it was also said that we have 3 days left, little fuel left in the national grid plant that supplies electricity to the whole country. They left it almost finishing before they exhumed out of office. When you take all these records and you give it to a child is even able to see that no, if these people will do this, their love is not for the country, Ghana. They hate Ghana. For me, I don't want to see this as political. Because if it's political, they're saying you do not like the people of this country. So today, Markins Afenyo is calling the increment President John Dramani Mahama has made to the labor force that no, this one is not acceptable. I mean, he made a statement and he also called out the leader of government business that he should take note of these things and go to the president to tell President John Dramani Mahama that, hey, John, the increment you have made is not good. And I quote him, he said, we have just heard a patry increment of 10%. He called it patry. So probably all the years of the increment you have made from 2017 up to 2023, December, as you mentioned, if the 10% of this money is set aside, then it's a big money actually. And this is the president's first month in office. And he has already have thought of the labor market. I mean, it's good. For me, it's a good start. Who knows? Maybe the next time, what he will do. Let's listen to President John Dramani Mahama.
Comrades, you know we are your natural allies, and we've worked together for many years. One thing that is a cardinal principle for us is to tell the truth at all times. We all knew the economy was in crisis, but some of the things I'm discovering myself, I mean, it's been a criminal handling of our economy. And Ghana is a crime scene, actually. because how a government can have been so reckless, I cannot understand. But we're faced with a reality, and our options are very few. We can behave like the ostrich and hide our heads in the sand and let the economy crash. But then what effect would it have on Ghanaian households and everybody? And so I've told him, I said, cut expenditure as much as you like. Even we ourselves in Office of Government Machinery, cut as much of our budget as you like, because we all must make those sacrifices. A certain distrust of the political class has arisen, because it's like when everybody else is tightening their belts, the political class is loosening its belts. But I want to assure you that we're all going to tighten our belts, and there will be no wasteful expenditure. It is said that we create and share. And so let's start cooking the meal now so that we can share when we have created. But right now, the meal is not only insufficient, the cooking pot is even leaking. And so I'll just appeal to you that let's temper our demands for this year. And once we get out of the woods, we've set good targets to bring inflation down so that the cost of everything will come down. We've set targets to grow the economy, to make things better. And when the cake is baked and it's bigger, we'll share bigger. We are proposing an independent emoluments committee that would set the incomes for everybody from the president right down to the ordinary laborer. We're prepared to walk this journey with you, but I just appeal to you that let's reach agreement on this one so that we use this year as the year of correction. And then after we've corrected, we'll see how the economy continues to go. Once the economy moves in the direction that we are all hoping for, we all, if we have an independent emoluments committee, maybe if you suggest 35%, I'll support you because it will affect my pay too.
These are the words of the president. You can see, look, please, let's put politics, favoritism. Let's be honest. You see, let's look with critical eye and do critical thinking, critical analysis. We all want the best for Ghana. Enough of partisans. Enough of I'm NPP, I'm NDC, I'm this. Bullshit that. Fire burn every political centered person, every political party centered person. Ghana belongs to its citizens of this country. You could see that the man, yes, he might have made mistakes, but look at what Markins Afenyo said. One of his statements, he said, if he can't match, he should do better. Markins Afenyo, if we compile all the monies according to you, the claims of the increment in the public sector, if you are watching this video and you are a government worker and a government official in Ghana, and this increment have affected your salary, according to the lines Markins Afenyo has rolled out from 2017 to 2023, and that has reflect on your pay slips, please kindly update me, let me know. If we take 10% of that money, probably it's bigger, because there is a whole lot of percentage added. But now this is the question. With this state of the economy, Markins Afenyo is saying that if you can't make them do better. Markins, how did you people leave the economy of Ghana? How was the state of the economy before you left office? What was the debt rate when President John Dramani Mahama left office in 2016? Let's compare his term. It is recorded that since the Fourth Republic till 2016, before John Dramani Mahama will leave office, the monies, the loans, and the debt you people have incurred is more than the entire from the Fourth Republic. And today, instead of learning to service our loans, which you people have left in a devastation or devastated status, which you people did not service properly, you are saying today that the 10% increment is paltry, you are calling it. and then you make noise in parliament. Book, 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 book. Look, I don't know your views. For me, this is my personal opinion. He's saying it's not good. What's your opinion? Share your views in the comment section. But this is the big question here. What did he mean by that? Is Markins Afenyo trying to say that the presidential occupation of Jack Toronto, the former president, His Excellency His Excellency, let me not make that mistake, where this guy, Matthew Poku, they do, yeah, John Mahama, no, I don't go do that one. Is he trying to say that when John Dramani Mahama was in office compared to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was in office, compared to the former president of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo Dankwa, aka Jack Toronto, is better than John Mahama's leadership?
You, the first government in the history of Ghana to expropriate people's hard-earned monies that they lend to you through crude haircuts. You can't even service your debts. John Mahama bequeathed to you an economy that was rated B- by all the sovereign credit rating agencies. Today, your economy is rated baller, junk. You can't even go to the capital market that Kofo took us there to borrow. John Mahama took us there to borrow. You can't go there. You have mouth to talk.
For me, from my point of view and opinion, it's a no. That's me. There's a big gap. The lies are many. The fraudulent acts are many, to the point they have to declare your former finance minister a fugitive.
The OSP declares Kenneth Nanaya Oforiatta a wanted person. He is a fugitive from justice.
An escapee from justice, he will come and answer. OSP, do not forget, that case is still there. Anybody will say no go agree. Fire, burn, burn, burn every Babylon man. This is what Markins Afenyo has said. Share your views. I'll bring you many more updates and all for Markins Africa's YouTube channel. I sign out.